Research begins with curiosity, but curiosity alone isn't enough. To find reliable answers, researchers need data, and the way that data is gathered plays a huge role in the quality of the research. This process is known as data collection. In simple terms, data collection is the systematic method of gathering information to answer research questions, test hypotheses, or understand patterns. Choosing the right data collection method ensures that the findings are accurate, meaningful, and trustworthy. One of the most common data collection methods is surveys. Surveys involve asking a group of people a set of structured questions, usually through questionnaires or online forms. They are widely used because they can collect information from a large number of people in a relatively short time. Surveys are especially useful when researchers want to understand opinions, behaviors, or preferences. For example, a study about social media habits among teenagers might use a survey to collect responses from hundreds of participants. Another important method is interviews. Unlike surveys, interviews allow researchers to ask questions directly and explore answers in greater depth. Interviews can be structured, semi-structured, or unstructured. This method helps researchers understand personal experiences, motivations, and detailed perspectives that may not appear in simple survey responses. Because of this, interviews are commonly used in qualitative research where understanding human experiences is important. A third method is observation. In observational research, the researcher carefully watches and records behaviors, events, or situations as they naturally occur. This method is often used in fields like sociology, psychology, and education. For instance, a researcher studying classroom behavior might observe how students interact with teachers and classmates during lessons. Observation allows researchers to collect real-life data without relying on participants' self-reports. Another widely used approach is experiments. In experimental research, the researcher deliberately changes one variable to see how it affects another variable. This method is commonly used in scientific and medical research because it helps establish cause and effect relationships. For example, a scientist might test whether a new teaching method improves students' learning outcomes by comparing two groups, one using the new method and another using the traditional approach. Researchers may also use existing sources of information, known as secondary data. Instead of collecting new data, they analyze data that has already been gathered by others, such as government reports, academic journals, census data, or organizational records. Secondary data saves time and resources and is especially useful for historical or large-scale studies. In many studies, researchers combine several methods in what is called a mixed method approach. For example, they might conduct surveys to collect numerical data and follow up with interviews to understand participants' experiences more deeply. Using multiple methods often provides a more complete and balanced understanding of the research topic. Ultimately, the choice of data collection method depends on the research question, the type of data needed, and the resources available. A well-chosen method not only improves the accuracy of the study but also strengthens the credibility of the research findings. In the world of research, good data leads to good conclusions, and good conclusions lead to meaningful knowledge. So remember, behind every strong research study lies a thoughtful and systematic process of collecting data. Because in research, the way we gather information is just as important as the answers we hope to discover. If you found this helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more.